struggle, it's a way that God tests us to build our faith, right? There was one point in my life where I remember moving out of state and I bought a bike for like 500 bucks. I sold my car, so everything as far as transportation had no way of getting around. So when I moved out of state, I had to catch the bus, or I was like, I need a different way to get around. So I bought a bike, went to Target, bought the bike, 500 bucks gone. It's already expensive because you got to put the first and last month's rent down. So I bought the bike. I was getting ready to move into a house because I was renting out a room. Well, the transition, I went to go stay at a hotel, stayed at the Marriott. Well, parked the bike, had to lock everything outside, spent the night. I woke up that morning. I remember walking down the hallway and I heard something say, "Your bike is gone." I stopped dead in my tracks. I was like, there's no way. Now, I parked in the back of the Marriott where they had all the bike, stations. There were other bikes there. Well, I remember stopping dead in my tracks and I remember peeking to see if I see my bike out of the crack of the back door, right? Or the little side door. And sure enough, I didn't see my bike. So I remember walking down the hall. It was like a long walk. I walked, opened the door. Y'all, my bike was gone. The bike was, somebody had stolen my bike. I didn't have the bike 24 hours. Didn't ride a bike probably for an hour. I drove it from Target to the hotel, and that was it. Bike gone, stolen. And I remember at that moment, being that I felt like I was already at a foreign territory, I was like, was this a mistake? So I remember just crying. I was like, I don't know what to do because money was just going so fast. And thank God, because God always connects us with people that can help us out. And at the time, God had allowed strangers to believe in me when my family didn't. So it was a woman named Miss Pam. Thank God for her. And she blessed me and paid for me to get another bike. I thank God for Miss Pam to this day. And I was able to get another bike. But in saying that, I had to learn that every struggle can grow something good. And I was reminded of, the scriptures in Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. At the time, I was like, I can't see the good in this. But one thing it taught me was to appreciate everything, especially when it came down to transportation. Sometimes we look at people because they don't have no cars or they walking. We don't know what people are going through. Struggle can build your faith, and it built my faith in God to rely on him, to believe that he will provide for me, not knowing how. But God always somehow connects you with people or some kind of way to get you to see that he is working it out for your good. Even in the midst of a struggle, that struggle can elevate you. That struggle can make you depend on God in a level that you never knew that you could. But the main thing it taught me was how to remain humble. Because I was broken. I was so upset. And in the midst of not seeing the way, God somehow made a way. And that's the kind of God that we serve. So, struggle don't last always.